Adam, let's start with the change, not only just to become a professional, but moving into a city like Toronto. How has been that change for you?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more busy than Regina, where I played the last 5 years. But it's been fun. I think there's always something to do and something going on, and moving away and living on your own for the first time, it's definitely a change. But the guys have been unbelievable towards me, and have helped make this adjustment a little bit easier.
What do you miss most about Regina?
I guess a lot of the relationships you make over the 5-year period you're there, whether it be the people around the rink or just running into people in the city and familiar faces, things like that. So it's tough when you live in a spot for 5 years and you basically have a second family in your billets, and I had 2. So you give up some things, but this is part of the journey, and I'm excited to be here now.
Tell me about the experience so far from really game one, not so much training camp, but game one until now, and what you're learning as part of the journey in the American Hockey League. I
learned that you got to take care of yourself a lot better here than maybe in junior. You get away with a lot more in junior as opposed to this league. Every day is a work day, and you got to prepare if you want to be in the lineup and if you want to play well. You can't take days off, and not to say that you do that in junior, but some days I think are a little bit easier than they are here, which I think is a big adjustment. But overall, the game is different too. Guys are at a different level here. Everyone's kind of on the same level, as opposed to if you go back to junior, sometimes there's a little bit of a gap between some of the older guys and the younger guys. But here it's just a tough league all around, so I think that's a huge adjustment too.
Expectation changes, not just from for you, well, I'm going to imagine for you, but the expectation from the organization as well changes, that it is a job and that you have to report at this time and do this and do that. Does it change in your mind how you approach it, or is your expectation of what you can do and hope to do only grown?
Well, I think obviously there's an adjustment period, and I think everyone's goal is to be the best player they can be, and wants to achieve certain things, and so you obviously have some expectations of where you can see yourself in a couple years or where you hope to be. But for right now, and within the first 20 games in my first year, I want to take everything in and learn as much as I can. And I know it's cliche and people say it all the time, but I really try to take in everything the older guys say to me, because there's a lot of knowledge in that dressing room, and a lot of guys that have been around for a while, and if you listen, you'll learn something. So
feel free to tire pump here. Who are those guys that you lend your ear to and that you say, hey, give me what you got?
Well, I think most of the old guys, everyone comes with a little bit of a different thing. I think, you look at guys like Greener and Dickey, who have played a lot of games, Meals, Vinny Laverde, those guys, are all great in the dressing room. Both our goalies, picks, and Sparksy has been really big for me as well. Sparksy will pull me aside and talk to me about things that he sees from, a different point of view, and I think that helps me a lot. So, but really it's everyone in the dressing room. Everyone talks to you. I could probably list every guy on the team that has lent a hand to me, Smitty, Halsey, guys like that. So it's it's a lot of fun playing with those guys, and seeing how they help you out.